the Kansas Jayhawks and the Utah Utes. Reese Davis, Dave Pollard, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Guys, I caught up with the Utah head coach before the game. One of the things to keep your eyes on is how does this young quarterback continue to develop? They took a risk early in the season starting this young freshman, but he has continued to develop each week and get better. He's gaining the trust of his teammates. He's really starting to make good reads and get a feel for this offense. Can they keep this trend going? I'll keep you posted on how he looks on the field and how he's leading his team early in this game. Guys?
Thanks, Holly. The Jayhawks offense that has the first possession of the game. There's the talented Isaiah Marshall. A lot of times you run into these types of matchups, high-powered offense, big-time team against an opponent that's likely overmatched. So how do they keep this thing from getting ugly?
Well, everyone's going to have to elevate their level of play here defensively to have any chance in this one. And I'll tell you the hard part about stopping this offense, David, it's what Chip Kelly used to always say. It's a nameless, faceless opponent. They don't care who you are. They don't care what your record is.
Oh, he's got some space. Forced out of bounds right at the 33-yard line. Really good pickup there.
How about the left side of the line getting off the ball, creating some holes for that running back to get through, make a big play on the handoff to the left.
When something works that well, you might as well go right back to it. I mean, they showed no indication that they could stop it.
I like to go back to it and hurry up. Get to the line of scrimmage quick, run it again.
All right, guys, let's chat about Kansas. Good pickup on the recruiting trail last week. Three-star offensive lineman gives them a verbal, and this is the type of talent they need to get into the program and then develop.
Yeah, and this really was more of an emotional decision, I think, for him as well. He's been a fan of this program ever since he was a young boy, and now he's getting a chance to live out his dreams. As a three-star, he had opportunities to go elsewhere, to play in better conferences against better competition, but this for him felt like home. And now he has a chance to go out and live that dream.
Pushes ahead for one. It's 2nd and 9.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35. Third and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. They'll go to the counter. Maybe a crease. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. The Jayhawks will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Down to the 12-yard line, it's 1st down. Running inside, it's Dupree. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5.
And they said to us in the meetings leading up to this football game, really wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, run the football. First drive, this is exactly what they're doing. They're getting what they want. This defense has to get better at the point of attack.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Keeps it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy 1st down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. He's not quite going to get there, and they'll turn it over on downs as the defense stops him a few yards short. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. The run inside. It's Gray. He finds enough room to get it over the 10-yard line, and he's down at the 13.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
He'll be stopped at the 15. It'll be a first down, and this defense misses an opportunity to keep them backed up close to the goal line. Might be changing the route. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He hurls one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking for a gap. It's Bray. Finding some room. The 50. The 40. He's at the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Utah!
And it's the game-breaking speed. You see right there, he takes it all the way to the house. It's that speed. That's the reason why a lot of people thought if he had declared for the NFL draft, he would have been playing on Sundays now. There's just not a lot of running backs in college football that can run like this guy.
And it's so nice to have that guy back. Like, to keep that guy on your roster, it's like recruiting the best player in the country, right? You got one of the best backs. To be able to keep that guy on your roster was the big offseason good. Like, you mentioned the NFL can also transfer, can go make money elsewhere. To keep him on the roster, and he shows you why. This guy is the catalyst, one of the best in the country at his spot.
Got the quick completion. Could not make his way to the corner.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Looking to pass, it's Marshall. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. He was able to squirt free and pick up just a few on that one.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And the Jayhawks decide to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Just needs a crack to get a return. He's got great speed. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bray. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down. And with that last carry, into triple digits, over 100 yards for the day.
And he's showing you power. He's showing you speed. He's showing you make you miss. He really is showing you he's a complete back. And by the way, it's still the first half.
Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Third and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. There's a crease. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Utes! An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just handing the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he closed the deal by racing 35 yards to pay dirt. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Jayhawks rock out to start this drive. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Utah has the lead here. As we get a look at some stats, this is the best start they could have hoped for. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. First play of the period will be a second down. Rides to the back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up third and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Still down on the field is one of the Utah players. And it's their freshman defensive back who's down on the play, and Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on his condition. The Jayhawks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Fires to the right. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to throw, it's Marshall. They'll run the screen. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? No, I just lost yards on a screen play. How does that happen?
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. And the Jayhawks will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. So the Utes are ready to begin this drive on offense. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. Running inside, it's Bray. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill.
Hits the afterburners. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. And the Utes come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Looking for room. It's Bray. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Quarterback making checks. Back to pass. It's complete to the right. Fighting off the defender. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The line to gain here is the 43-yard line, and it's 3rd down. Sends it back in motion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Ryan's his big tight end. He won't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, I know there's a lot of people out there thinking, hey, it's 3rd down, you got to throw to the sticks here, but I like the call getting the drag. You get the catch. He advances it a little bit, doesn't quite pick it up, but now you've set up 4th and short. And you've got to think on
Big man has it. It's a first down and more.
Well, I think the experience on offense was a big reason why the head coach felt confident going for it there on fourth down. He has a lot of guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've been in these big game moments before, ice in their veins, and you saw it there on that completion to keep the sticks moving.
Makes the grab. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. After the 7-yard completion, it's now 2nd and 3. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. It's Warner. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you loved playing on teams with great offenses.
Looking to throw on first down. Got him downfield. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes...
Touchdown, Utah! And they take it in for 6 more points. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Working the sidelines, Holly Rowe. What do you have, Holly?
Hey, guys, checking in from the Kansas sideline. I can tell you this crowd has played a factor early in this game. On the road, in a hostile environment, they have not been able to get going in this game. They have failed to score, not productive on their early drives, and they are talking about how the crowd noise is impacting them. I see them talk to each other, trying to tighten things up at the line of scrimmage. This is a factor. This crowd is making a big difference here so far. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
They'll send the back in motion. Zings it complete to the right. Good pick up, a little bit short of the sticks. The Jayhawks racing to the line in the hurry up. They'll run play action. Makes the grab. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
That's a great sign for this offense, man. Everything's been difficult so far, and you've dug yourself a huge hole. They're going to have to find some completions, find some energy, find some momentum somehow, because it's been a struggle out the gates.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Dupree. Picks up the first down. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. But starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. He tries to take the top off. He's got it along the sideline. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Jayhawks have it with a 1st and 10. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Back to throw, it's Marshall. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Makes the grab. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. Looking to throw. Bringing the heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. 6th play of the drive coming up. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Rock Chalk Jayhawk. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And that's exactly what the offense needed right there. A touchdown here, and I know it's taken a while. They hadn't had a lot of success up until that moment. Late in the second quarter, they finally were able to punch one in the end zone, and that's going to give them some confidence now to take into the locker room here shortly at halftime, but they've got to play much better in the second half.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. Not great field position. We'll see how aggressive they are in the final seconds. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bray. Picked up a few on that run, but this defense able to keep him contained here late in the half.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you could tell he takes advantage of it.
Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Bray. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, welcome into the epicenter of the college football world, our Orlando EA Sports Studios, and a great Week 8. We begin with a look at Missouri, taking on the number 12 team, the Ole Miss Rebels. And it's Missouri, able to pull off the upset by just a score. Going to be fun to see how this changes up the rankings. And that makes it 2 victories on the season. They're nowhere near their preseason goal, of course. So how they handle things from here will define this program.
They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And he's going to try to return this one. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. We check in with Holly Rowe.
Checking in with the Utah head coach at the half. He says this all the time, but the team that holds on the football and rushes the best usually wins the game, and that's what this team has done in the first half. The running back has been terrific. Great ball security and offense now taking the field. They expect to continue that dominant run game here on offense to start the third. Guys?
Okay, Holly. Last completion picked up a couple. Here comes 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Lofts one high and deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
This quarterback has been struggling to find a rhythm in this game so far. Didn't have a ton of success in the first half, so here he is trying to ignite the offense with a deep shot, but they're not able to come away with the completion.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Puts it out of the air. He'll get it out to the 25. Not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
2nd down coming up. They'll go right back to the run. Makes it past the marker. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. The Utes look to keep this drive humming. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
Well, you can see the effect that last run play had on the defense. They had a really good-looking run, and all of a sudden they come back with play action. Everybody bites. They play downhill, and it opens up a guy up top for the offense. Really nice job setting up that shot play to get an explosive one through the air.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Motion from the wide receiver. Just feeds the running back. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
You can tell, man, really made a point for this offense to run the football, to be physical and defensively. Already getting behind in this football game, not stopping the run on this drive. They've got to get more aggressive. They've got to get more physical on that line of scrimmage.
And the Utes are facing 3rd and inches. To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And that's got to be so frustrating for this defense, man. He's already over 100 yards. Like, they're going to continue to feature him, especially on 3rd down. And so far, this defense, they can't find the answer. They can't get him to the ground. They've got to find something to slow this dude down.
Looking to scramble. He'll throw it. Touchdown, Utes! Gets it into the end zone. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Kansas offense out there poised and ready to go to work. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the first half. Second half, they come out. They're trying to throw the football, man. I just don't know where the weaknesses are. They're going to have to keep working and keep trying to make that big play and stay aggressive. But so far, on every level of this defense, they've been dominant.
Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
And obviously trailing in this football game now in the second half, this is exactly what they talked about at halftime. We've got to create some explosive plays in the passing game. They're going to need a lot of this, and the defense is fully aware that they're going to throw the football. And that's a great start to this second half.
The Jayhawks headed quickly to the line.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Fires to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that.
It's a fumble on the play. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And I'm not going to say this one's over, man, but once you start to get in the 3rd quarter and you've built this big of a deficit, every possession means so much, and you can't give them away, and they do. And they give it away with the fumble, and now they're going to really need this defense to bail them out, to make some plays, to force a turnover, maybe even score because they've built a good deficit.
Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a 1st down.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The Utes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down. They pick it off, and this defense, a much-needed play. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball. At the 48. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8 ball. I mean, this offense has to do something, put it together. You got a deficit, Palmer. You need some mojo. Something needs to go your way.
At this point of the game, they've got to score touchdowns every time they have possession.
They're dealing with a second and long. Dropping back, it's Marshall. Going to try to get it himself. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly. Maybe picked up one on the play.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Fires left. Got his man downfield. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
This offense was just hoping for one big play. They finally got it. They're trailing big in this game, and they needed that pitch and catch to put them on the doorstep to make this a game again. Give them credit. They never lost their confidence. They never stopped being aggressive, and finally, two guys hook up. Massive play for the offense.
Wants to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Dupree. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Jayhawks. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out.
Number 94, set to kick off.
On the move from inside is 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Utah offense to get this drive started. Their lead now down to 14. Might feel a little game pressure on this drive. First play of the drive, wants to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out.
Got a little grass. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. They'll give it to him again. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Second down, they'll go to the air. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be third down.
That play call is going to force a lot of people to scratch their heads because you've got the lead late. Why aren't you just running the ball? When you throw, you risk having interceptions like that right there. That should have been picked.
Firing to the right, complete. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
Looking for room. It's Bray. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
And that's the challenge for this defense, man. It starts to get later in the ball game. That clock is not your friend. You're losing the football game. They got to meet the physical challenge of this run game.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Makes the grab. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Run in the red zone. It's Bray. Could be an alley. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. And the Utes want to crank the tempo. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's in! Touchdown, Utah! They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's shown it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing.
Number 17, set to kick it away.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Kansas offense returns to the field. Rides the option, he keeps it. There he goes. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Offense trying to keep them off balance on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Marshall. Takes the easy completion. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space, and getting that fast dude on the ground.
Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Moving out to the right. Quarterback slides, and that is a punch to the gut to any defense to let a quarterback get out and move the sticks there. And the Jayhawks are marching down the field. Looking downfield on first down. Under fire. He's on the move. Nice move there. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Jayhawks will hustle to the line.
And the defense gives up the first down. And oh, here they go. They're going fast. No time to substitute. Got to communicate quickly and get back on the line of scrimmage.
Trying to escape and get it himself. They stop him just a link or two short of the first. And, man, what they can do on second down here. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. To the air, it's Marshall. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. With that last catch, he now breaks the 1,500-yard mark for his career.
And that's a pretty good accomplishment, man. Hitting 1,500 yards,
He'll take a shot. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Rock Chalk.
and it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. So that last touchdown made it a two-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Turning it on! Oh, what a cut! He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Hauls it in. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Well, that was an easy one for the officials. You can't grab a face mask like that, and it cost the defense a first down. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Run in the red zone, it's Bray. And he charges across the line. Touchdown, Utes! That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive. Just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run. They're loading the box, and still this guy has been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Jayhawks rock out to start this drive. Breaks into the open. Busts through behind his pad. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down. And the Jayhawks come to the line in the hurry-up.
What an individual effort there by the quarterback on the RPO, because everybody was covered. He just takes off, and he shows you his ability out in the open field. He's like a running back. He's got great vision. He's got the speed. He looks so natural when he's in the second level carrying the rock. Huge gain on offense by the Q. I love it on that play.
Here's a heat. Unleashes one deep. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They're working that left side. He'll go out of bounds, and he steps out. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead, because they've got bigger goals down the road, Dave.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Wherever the bowl game is, we get a free trip with my boys, but there's some work to be done still.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. It is one of the fiercest and at times most controversial rivalries in all of college football. The two showcase programs from the state of Utah. This game has had its share of fights, it's had its share of feuds. At times it has been a figurative and near literal war. But to most, something about it still feels holy. Picturesque Provo, Utah, LaBelle Edwards Stadium. It's the Utah Utes and the BYU Cougars. Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
One of the most beautiful backdrops in all of college sports. LaBelle Edwards Stadium with the mountains shining behind it. Many say it is one of the most beautiful fields you'll ever play on. 63,000 strong, the Cougars have proven to be one of the best home crowds. Their spirit and their noise makes it a tough place to play at elevation. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So BYU's offense will get first crack at it here. The last time these two drew battle lines, it was BYU with the ethereal experience winning a close one.
And BYU took a lot of pride because they wore Utah down in that game, and they know they got to try to do that again in this one.
Yeah, and now Utah's heard about it for a whole year, and all they've thought about is payback and winning the state of Utah.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And that's challenge for this offense tonight is holding up against this pass rush. They are one of the best defenses in the entire nation because of their ability to get pressure on the quarterback. They're going to have to do a much better job tonight protecting their guy, or they've got no shot.
The Cougars now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To throw, it's Buckmeyer. Working that wide receiver screen. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown him 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
On third down, he drops to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. He's loose. Touchdown, Cougars. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they close it in style with a 72-yard pass to the house. He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. So Utah's offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. And after that performance last week, Jesse, it'll be interesting to see if they can get the big tight end as involved as he was a week ago.
He really did, and he was good out in the field. He was good down near the red zone. He's a matchup problem that you know this quarterback is going to be trying to find early in this game. The defense has to have a plan for him, David. It'll be interesting to see how they try to defend it.
Right, and that's the problem. It's so hard when your best playmaker is a tight end to plan for him because how you treat him is everything, and they can still run the football with him, and they can still throw it to him, and he's just a nightmare matchup, and, you know, you want to slow him down, like make some of those easy touches a little bit harder for him, but you know he's going to get hits.
Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
And I think that's really the key to this football team. You saw it last week, man. Everything kind of falls into place when he gets the football and the ground game gets going. And I think when you play a rivalry game with emotion,
nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. He is in, takes the fumble to the house. Touchdown, BYU.
You always hear coaches harping on their quarterbacks to keep 2 hands on the ball. That time, he got hit. The ball came free, bounced right into the defender's hands, and he makes them pay, taking it back all the way for a score.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Utes are ready to begin this drive on offense. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. On the run, it's Briggs. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. Let's talk for just a minute here about Utah. If they seeded the playoff today, these guys are in, but we know they're not content with that. They want so much more, David.
they do. And this squad has been building and trying to get to the point where they can get to the playoff and be a national champion. And right now they're in the mix, which is really, really good halfway through the season. A lot of work still to be done, Palmer.
Yeah, this coaching staff really at this point is just trying to keep this team focused as a top 10 team halfway through the year. It's about attention to detail, and that's got to show up in this one today.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Making side adjustments here. Running inside. It's Briggs.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Quick completion on the out. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
And they dug themselves a hole in this football game. I get it. Obviously, defense has not played great on the other side. But this possession right here, man, this is big. Get the passing game going. Get a little bit of balance going. I think they need to score on this possession to take a little pressure off and kind of get that defense juiced up.
Pickup of 5 is now 2nd and 5. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. After that false start, the whole approach changes now on 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Get it out on the screen. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable 3rd down. Get something positive. But how about the defense? Just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field.
It is deafening in here, soaked in noise as BYU tries to get a stop on 3rd down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch. Now the Cougars are going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. The offense changing the play. Trying to run, it's Bray. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal. Tune in to the Ocho. 8th play of the drive coming up. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Big fella moving. And they knock him down in the backfield. Outstanding play by the defense.
That's not the direction you want to go offensively here. Down close to the goal line, you don't want to be going backward. I think these receivers, you need to be a little bit more decisive. Just catch the ball and get what you can get.
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And it's no good. Guys, a missed field goal, and nothing changes. Still a 14-point game. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. From the gun. Give on the inside. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
Give to the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
And the running game has been disastrous on the last couple of plays. They'll try to salvage the drive on 3rd down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Makes his way out to the 20 before he stopped, and that'll bring up a 4th down.
Number 19 in punt formation to kick it away.
First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. Slips through the line. Bottled him up. Not a whole lot of room to run on that return, and that's how this period will come to an end. Past the end of the quarter, and BYU is on top. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Complete to the left. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. This clash dates all the way back to the late 1800s and is carried on through days of independence, changes in conference affiliation, but the constant is disdain and contempt for the other side.
You're right, Reese. It's pretty wild because the rivalry dates back to the same year the state of Utah was founded in 1896. That's how long these two teams have been going. This thing is historic, and every year, David, it's an incredible football game.
And I love what Reese said, too, though. They've changed conferences. They've been independent. Whatever it takes, they want to play each other because they want the...
Makes the grab and room to run. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. First and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. In the red area, it's Bray. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage.
Unsuccessful 2nd down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively? Trying to have success on 3rd down.
On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. From the gun, wants to pass. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Utah! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field where the windows close so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Looking downfield, it's Bachmeier. He's got him. Snags it, and he's open.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Motion from the wideout. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
And how about that? The dying breed of the tackling cornerback. You don't see those anymore. Everybody wants to be great in coverage. Everybody wants to get picks. But how many corners really want to get their face in the fang and make tackles? Nice job by that play.
To the air on 2nd down. Just a little off. Incomplete. Now facing a 3rd and long. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Wants to return it. Cover guys getting down to do their job, and they'll stop him at the 15. Let's see what Holly Rowe has for us on the sideline.
Down here on the Utah sideline, I can see a lot of conversations happening between the offensive line and the running back. They just haven't been able to get the ground game going. They're talking about he has got to be more patient, and they have got to give more of a push up front. The crowd is making it hard, though. I can tell you it is hard to hear as they try to struggle and communicate. We'll see if they're able to come together against this very hostile crowd. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Complete. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the 1st down.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards.
There's some room. Got enough for the 1st. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it, And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. It's complete to the left. Oh, he's got some space. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one.
Hey, the defense knew coming into this one this guy was going to be a factor, but they have done nothing to stop him. They don't have any answers. This guy already has over 100 yards receiving, and we're not even done the half.
The Utes, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. To the air on 1st down. Firing to the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. A man still down after that last play. There is an injured BYU Cougar. 3rd down coming up, and the Cougar faithful are doing everything they can to help out this team. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Utes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, it's been a tale of 2 quarters, I think, safe to say. And for this offense, they were sleepwalking a little bit early in the first quarter, but they've come alive now in the second quarter. They've made some plays. You can see them playing with a totally different confidence, a totally different sense of urgency, and they feel right now, David, like they're unstoppable.
And the game just completely flipped, wasn't it? Like, it was kind of crazy. It felt like this was going to be a blowout, and then all of a sudden you rattle off a couple touchdowns. We got a great game kind of back and forth. Now, which team can keep the momentum, can get their offense and defense playing right at the same time?
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the BYU offense comes out to go on the attack. That 14-point lead is gone, and now they'll try to get back on top with a scoring drive here. Looking to throw, it's Bachmeier. Under fire. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. That's it, fly. Find space on the right. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. He'll pull it down and run. Breaks the tackle. He's knocked down, short game, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry. Third down play from the gun. Throwing right. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover 1, man coverage. And did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage. You jam them. And it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process. And that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT.
They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the 1st down. You get that turnover and you try to punch them hard immediately on the first play, and they come up with a big gain.
And when the defense is running on the field, you are thinking sudden change, sudden change. When they create a turnover, a lot of times offenses want to be aggressive. They were, and they get rewarded.
Snagged out of the air. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Utah! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Back to pass, it's Bachmeier. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Brings up second down.
So now it's second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. This time he's got his man. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. Timeout taken by BYU at second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Lions. The Cougars are going to use their third and final timeout here. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. They'll go to the air on second and short. Looking to the big tight end. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
Looking to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, week 9, kind of a week where we separate the pretenders from the contenders here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We get right to it with Indiana taking on the number 11 team, the Penn State Nittany Lions. And it's the Hoosiers able to pull off the upset by just a score. Going to be fun to see how this changes up the rankings.
BYU will try to boot it deep to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. As we start the second half, what do you have for us, Holly?
I caught up with the Utes head coach coming out of the locker room. Coach reminded his team in the locker room that this is a moment that they can claim some redemption. They've got a lead right now on the road. They lost this game the last time the 2 teams met, but this is their moment to put their foot down. He said, I want us to come out with the most energy we've had all game. Even though we've got a lead, this is where we set the tone for dominance down the stretch. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. Starting in 1971, the Beehive Boot was established to determine the best team from the state of Utah. The boot itself, estimated to be well over 100 years old.
Man, this is one of the most physical college football games I think we see each and every year, David. And this game's been referred to the holy war between BYU and Utah, but this game almost feels like an NFL matchup because of the size and the physicality these two teams play with.
And Jesse, that's a great breakdown, and I agree with the NFL talent and all that stuff, but let's get back to the boot. 100-year-old boot. Like, that's what the prize is. How bad do you think that thing smells?
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Running back searching for a hole. Maybe some room here. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative, and that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Pulled down after a pickup of 5, but they knocked that defense back, and they've got it down to the 34.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Got it in the middle, it's Bray. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains, it's 1st down at the 27. And the Utes come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Pulls it in, it's Warner. There he goes! He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the 3rd quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Looking to throw again. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And you try to catch him off balance, maybe on 1st down and goal right here, a situation where maybe you sneak in a pass, defense was ready, got the sack. Now you got to be a little bit more creative now that you got the negative play. The offense, I know you've worked this all week. You got to get ready to execute in the red zone.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Man, you kind of wondered, when were they going to cover this guy? He's been making catches ad nauseum. When was he going to get some special attention? Nice job by the defense. You could tell they were forcing the football there. Broke on the football, almost had the big play.
Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Knocked away, incomplete, and quarters get tied in the red zone. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And now the lead is even bigger. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Their first possession of this 3rd quarter, still trailing. Defense did just force a field goal, and we'll see if they can grab some momentum with this drive. Going with the ground game left. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
To the air, it's Bachmeier. Makes the grab. No chance to run, but still a good gain. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. From the gun, wants to pass. big gain. He's got it way down the field. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. The feel of this whole drive changed on that last big play. They've got it 1st and 10 outside the 30. Handoff from the gun. Just not willing to take the hit. He delivers it and gets to the 27.
That's just a really nice job by the running back, making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle, and you saw it on that play.
Quarterback keep. And he'll be hit immediately. No gain on the play.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Ball's at the 26. It's 3rd and short, and they'd love to pick up the first down and avoid settling for the field goal. Rushes on him. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
They get through, and it's blocked.
And how big does that sting? Guys, you had a chance to bring this to a one-possession game. Now, in the second half, it still remains a two-possession game. This is one of those plays we might look back and say, what if?
Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. That last drive was a long one, Jesse. They'd like this time to pay it off with a touchdown instead of a field goal.
No doubt, Reese. They had a lot of good stuff going that last drive. Need to get a tutty up on the board here to extend that lead, David.
And I think you definitely want a touchdown, but if you put another long drive together, get points, multiple possessions in a row, start to let those body blows add up and wear this defense out.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Might be calling a hot route. They're going to ride this running back. Got enough for the first. Give him 109 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. They've got it inside the 30 at the 28. 1st down. This time he wants to throw. Finds the tight end. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
It's a nice play call there. You've got two-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Going to the run, it's Gray. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Gets it out fast. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Beck's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Utes! With that last score, things comfortable here in the 4th as they are headed to a 7-1 record. And Utah is starting to assert itself and seize command of this rivalry by building a big lead.
And the Utes are always ready. This is a team that you can always depend on. Rivalry game, week in, week out. They're built, they know who they are, they're disciplined, they're tough, and that's why they're winning this football game.
And I feel like Utah is also one of those teams that's just ready to pounce, right? They're ready for you to make a mistake, and then they take advantage of it, and that's what they've been able to do in this game. They came in with a good game plan, and they are executing.
Dropping back, it's Bachmeier. Pocket breaking down, and he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the 4th quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
Tried to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job, and there's no gain on the play. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Here comes the Utah offense to get this drive started. The run inside. It's Brake. Turning it on! And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our...
Makes the grab in their space. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
Looking downfield on 1st down. The screen, and watch out. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Offenses want to get the ball to their playmakers really fast, and they try to throw the wide receiver screen, but how about the defender? He was right there in his space, got him on the ground as soon as he caught it. He was ready for that play.
And after that last one, perhaps the emphasis should be on forward pass on 2nd down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Brake. Picks up the 1st down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right?
Intercepted to stop the threat. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, the defense isn't quitting. They're obviously down big here in the 4th quarter with just a little bit of time left. Obviously, it'll take a Herculean effort to come back, but could that interception be the spark that ignites the...
Going the other way, and he's got room. The 50. He's at the 40. The 20. Touchdown, Cougars. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
And the extra point is good, but they still trail 31-21. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. So that last touchdown made it a two-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. They'll run it to the right. Makes it past the marker. Breaks into the open. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. They'll ride the hot hand. Here's a little room there. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets them up at the 26 with the first down.
For the offense.
So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on first down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football, run the clock, let that thing tick down. And if we add points, we add points.
There's the pressure. He's sacked. This defense all over it. The Cougars will use their first timeout here. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. It is deafening in here, soaked in noise as BYU tries to get a stop on 3rd down. It's complete on the right side. Timeout taken by BYU at 2nd. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
The Utes come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Running inside, it's Bray. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. The Cougars are going to use their 3rd and final timeout here. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. Dangerous screen into traffic. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. And the Utes have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
Yeah, and this is where the offense just breathes. Just take your time, huddle up. I'm in absolutely no hurry. I got the lead. I want to continue to run that clock. No false starts, no penalties. Let that clock tick down, and then punch it in the end zone to add to this lead.
Got nothing last time. Now 2nd and goal from the 3. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Utah! Quick strike through the air for the score. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And the extra point is good.
38, BYU 21.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching... Still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something positive here late that you can build on for the weeks to come.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Behind the chains now on second and long. Looking downfield, it's Bachmeier. Pressure coming. A strike downfield. He's loose down the left side. Touchdown, Cougar! This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
The one thing this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. It's job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
And you're just waiting for that right bounce, that
They were certainly feeling the spirit in this edition of the Holy War, and it is the Utes who take the crown in this one. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Palmer, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis, saying goodbye, everybody.